So it's very dark outside. Where are we off to this morning?
Well, we've been asked to house sit or pet sit some friends' dog and cat. And we're down at Currumbin at the moment doing that. And we thought to ourselves, you know what, we're not that far off the eastmost part of the Australian mainland down at Ballina. So it's about an hour's drive and down south. So we thought, let's just drive down there and let's see if we can watch the sunrise this morning, hence why it's so dark. So. There's the lighthouse. Unfortunately, Jack's not with me at the moment. The car park that's close to here doesn't have very many car parks at all. And so, because I'm the one that can't walk as much, and it's a bit of a hill, we decided it's best that if I walk up to the lighthouse and Jack's going down, she's going to park at the car park a while away and then drive up. So, I'll walk up, sorry. But I'm a bit disappointed she's not here with me for this. Alright, I understand that our faces might be a bit blacked out here for this shot, but I don't think you actually want to see our faces for this. So we actually, well, I made it up to the lighthouse on time for the sunrise. Jack parked the car a little bit further down and then she walked up, but you got to see it, didn't you?
Yep, well, not the actual sunrise, but the sun's up now and saw other things which Michael will probably say.
Yeah, and we were lucky enough, hopefully it comes up on the video, but there's some marine life coming out of the water, so whether they're dolphins or whales, pretty spectacular views from up here. But this is not the most eastern point of Australia. I think we've got to go south a little bit for that, so we'll look at that a bit later in the video. It turns out we're a bit closer to the most eastern point of mainland Australia. The lighthouse is just behind us, up there, and we just had to follow this path down and we'll get to that point.
With beautiful views along the way. So there is actually a Byron Bay history trail.
And this one talks about a ship being torpedoed in World War II, somewhere out there.
And you can scan the QR code. We actually just met a guy that goes to uni just near where we actually live, and we're probably 3.5 or 4 hours away from there at the moment. And we said to him, you're from there, like the sunny coast as well? And he said, yeah, I'm actually skipping uni for this view this morning. So we tended to agree with him. We said we were skipping work, but technically we're not. We've just got some time off.
We cancelled work, remember?
Oh, that's right, we cancelled work. And although it's winter, actually technically we discussed this before, it's not winter. It's only just come into spring. But it's chilly morning, but after walking for a bit, I'll tell you what, it's a bit warm. I think I might have to ditch my jumper. And coming up here, and if I'm correct, Michael is...
So here we are on the most easterly point of the Australian mainland, down at Byron Bay.
So, hey.
Oh, sorry, I think I see a whale out there. So there it is. I'm just trying to get the photo of it.
Apparently that's a better view than us. Pretty good way to start the day. I don't know.
Jack's been asked to take some photos.
Look, I'll take it, and then you guys can fiddle with the colours better.
So we're now walking down from the lighthouse to the rocks that you would have seen. So and we'll show you some views from down there. Run us back.
Are we really coming back up these?
Apparently we are. So we made it to Byron Bay. We got to see the sunrise, which we're happy about, and
been doing some whale watching and dolphins.
And dolphins. It's pretty cool. It's the only place that I've really seen Byron Bay and Ballina, which is close by, where I've seen dolphins share the waves with surfers. I'm sure it happens everywhere else, but it's the only place that I've seen it. Not seeing it today, but we are seeing a lot of surfers out there and a lot of people kayaking, and also seeing whales and dolphins. So it's a great vantage point to see that from. So just up behind me there, that's the most eastern point of Australia, mainland that is, and just behind that would be the lighthouse, and we've just walked down to another little lookout.
And it's about 7:15, and since we got up at 4:15, it's probably coffee time.
Yep. So I'm not sure if that picked it up, but the whales are just out there.
No, neither of us are wearing kilts, it's just our jumpers because we got hot.
Yeah, it's spring at the moment. Before the sunrise it was sort of a bit chilly. It was around about 14 degrees in the car, whereas it warms up very quickly. So if you are from somewhere like Scotland and you come here and you go, oh, it's a bit chilly, you know, around the 15 degrees, then be prepared for the day that you've got to be able to take off your top layer and be in shorts and t-shirts for the rest of the day because it will warm up.
And some of you may even say taps off.
But it's, yeah, even in our winter, be prepared sometimes to, especially in Queensland, in New South Wales or down Sydney way, you may get your days that remain colder for longer. But definitely in Queensland, where we're from, always be prepared that you're going to finish the day in t-shirts and shorts. And we're going to give this up to move to Scotland in 6 weeks now, isn't it?
Yes.
A fraction less than 6 weeks until we actually move over to Scotland where, yep.
Bring it on. So Little Wadigo's beach and all the warnings. It's a secluded beach, so yeah, no life saving, there's strong rips, shallow water, sudden drop off, submerged objects, sharks, steep and unstable cliffs around it. So
welcome to Australia.
yeah, they're pretty much beaches in Australia. And we've hit the stair section that just seem to keep going and going. From what we can tell, this is a bit of a new section. It's looking very new. And the actual, sorry, don't mind my puffing, we just came up lots of stairs. The railing actually smells like freshly varnished or freshly oiled. So thinking, yeah, it must be fairly new. But pretty good views on the way. We're just going round, I guess, the bottom of the lighthouse now, so yep. So not sure if you can see it in the video, but oh yeah, must be a big whales out there. Michael hopefully is going to capture, wow, I can talk, get some footage of them. Oh, tail. Did you get it?
Yep. Well.
So just some little clues on what you can and can't do around dolphins and whales. So it appears where we parked the car, if we kept going down that path, it does take us back to the car, but it's a bit boring and uninteresting. So we've decided to come back up all the stairs and back around the way that we came. More stairs. So back down past the visitor centre, which is currently closed, just because we're too early in the morning. And then, as far as I know, this little hut thing up here, or house, is actually the lightkeeper's house, or at least their maintenance spot. Not a bad place to have your office.
Just behind me there, you'll notice a little platform. Now that platform is for hang gliders to jump off. And this is the views they get.
Hopefully with their hang glider.
So we've just finished our little tour of the lighthouse. This is where we've parked.
Where we dropped Michael off.
Yeah, okay, so that's where I got dropped off. Jack parked further down somewhere there, parked over there. We've walked over here where the lighthouse was there, that easterly point. Then we walked down to the edge there and all the way over to here, I think, and then turned around and came back, and now we're just going to make our way back to the car. From here, what we'll do is we'll head back into town and we'll just show you around the town of Byron Bay.
Which is up over those hills. We just can't see it properly, but we'll finish on that awesome view at the moment. Or maybe that awesome view. Oops, didn't get that.
So this is the hang gliding launch site here. I'll go around it like that. So this is the launch site.
Please don't go off the edge.
You take off from here. If you don't make it, I guess you've got all those bushes to land in. Wouldn't be comfortable, but it'd be better than landing on rocks, I assume. We'll start that again. So we've pulled up to...
We don't know. What is this place called?
What's the name of the place?
Barley Burgers.
Barley Burgers. So, yep, pulled up Barley Burgers for a bit of breakfast. I've ordered the pancakes and we're getting some coffees. Jack, you've ordered
granola.
Granola, so hopefully it's going to be good. Looking forward to it.
Coffee time.
We've been looking forward to this. It's coffee time. Oh, good. I like that one. Our breakfast has arrived. Look at it. Looks pretty good.
Pancakes and granola with fruit.